Hey everybody, this is Keith here of Euphoria Pictures. Welcome back to my channel. So I haven't actually done one of these videos in a long time, just a regular 4K Blu-ray pickups video. Normally I always do a haul video after 3 or 4 weeks, but the only problem with this month, I picked up a lot of collector's sets and limited edition sets, and I've already done individual videos for them, so there was no point kind of just doing a haul video and showing you everything that I've shown you already. So yeah, I just decided to do a little quick kind of pickups video of all the standard releases that I picked up this week. And yeah, I picked up some good films, some not so good if I'm being completely honest. But let's not waste any time, let's start, and we'll start with a good one. So up first we've got Summer of '84. This was just pure luck that I came across this. I was on Amazon Germany, I came across the cover, thought the cover was beautiful, checked out the trailer looked great. You know, it's a film, it's held in 1984, it's a horror movie, it has a young cast. This was going to be a no-brainer for me. Loved the premise of it as well. It's these four young lads. One of them suspects that a serial killer is living across the street. So the whole movie is them snooping around to find out whether or not he is a serial killer. If you've seen the likes of Joe Dante's Burbs and that film with Shia LaBeouf, Disturbia, if you put them two movies together, you get Summer of '84. Has a fantastic soundtrack in it as well. It gives you this good, it's a kind of great sounding retro 80s soundtrack. And yeah, it really wants to remind you that you're watching a film that's held in the 80s. And they do a fantastic job in it. So yeah, Summer of '84, fantastic movie, definitely worth checking out. Right, so on to a fantastic movie to an absolute crap movie. The Unholy. The one good thing I can say about this release is the actual cover looks beautiful. Fell in love with the cover the minute I seen it. The film stars, what's his name, Jeffrey Dean Morgan. Look, he's good for Negan when it comes to acting, but when it comes to kind of like emotional depth, this fella just doesn't have it. Especially in this movie, he just didn't have it at all. It didn't do it for me at all. But having said that, even if his performance was brilliant, it was never going to rescue this movie. It was produced by Sam Raimi. That's my phone. Shit happens. Sorry, move on. Yeah, it's produced by Sam Raimi. Yeah, it's about a young girl who sees the Virgin Mary, and all of a sudden she starts curing some of the town folks, and Jeffrey Dean Morgan is a reporter and he's reporting on the story, but then he finds out, when he delves deeper into the story, he finds out that it's not the Virgin Mary, it's something more sinister. Yeah, it's a poor excuse of a horror movie. Relies nothing on jump scares, and even at that, the jump scares are absolutely terrible. So yeah, The Unholy, again, another poorly produced Sam Raimi movie. Shame. It looks so good. Right, up next, we have, this is an interesting one. We got True Lies. This is an Amazon Spanish release. I just watched it last night. The picture's good. I was really surprised by it. The picture is unbelievably sharp. Granted, it does have a lot of dirt and specks all over the screen. You can clearly see that maybe it was kind of like a HD master from maybe a TV, like I don't know, like Sky Movies or something like that, you know, something on them lines. But the picture does look good. I have to admit, it is by far the best you'll ever see the movie look. I've seen people reviewing on it saying that it looks like a 4K master and all that. It really doesn't. Again, when you will notice the kind of like the dirt on the screen, the film dirt, and it's not too distracting, but it's definitely there. So it could do with a bit of a cleaning up, and I think if they did clean it up, then yeah, maybe we could talk about it coming close to maybe a 4K master. But in my eyes, definitely not. But it's you know, it's a good release. You get around an hour of features as well on it. The sound quality, the 5.1 DTS audio is actually spectacular on it. So it is a monster upgrade over the epoxy DVD. That's all we got of this movie. I don't think we're ever going to get a release of this movie. James Cameron just does not seem to be interested when it comes to Blu-rays of 4K. And yeah, unfortunately, this is the best we can get when it comes to True Lies. But it's a solid upgrade, and I definitely do recommend picking it out. Right, up next we've got a gorgeous digibook I came across of Sleepy Hollow. This is actually my favourite Tim Burton movie. I absolutely love it. I think Johnny Depp is fantastic in the film. The film is so eerie. The picture quality on this now, that's the only kind of letdown. It's not horrible, but there's so much more room for improvement. Because it's such a dark movie, you want your blacks to be kind of real inky black, but they're just not quite there. They're almost, I won't say grey, but like, you know, they're just not the blacks are just not as good, strong as you want them to be, especially for a film like this. But yeah, I came across this on eBay. I thought it was a gorgeous looking digibook. It's a bit skinny, but love the artwork on it. They're so simplistic, and yeah, it's a great movie. And if you're a fan of this, a fan of Tim Burton and Johnny Depp, then it's a great movie to check out. So that's Sleepy Hollow. Right, up next we've got a steelbook. This is actually a gorgeous steelbook. Just got this in today. We got Young Guns. Gorgeous steelbook. This is from a company called NSM Records. So anyone who's aware of my channel, the metal packs that I have for the Halloween movies, that company actually does them, and they've done this steelbook as well. Actually, I'll just take the J card off so you can actually see it properly. But yeah, it's a lovely gold kind of matte finish to it. Loving the back artwork as well. Absolutely beautiful it is, and it's a great movie. Unbelievable cast, you know. Kiefer Sutherland, Charlie Sheen, Dermot Mulroney, I think that's right. You got Louis Diamond Phillips as well. Just an absolute Jack Palance is in it. It's amazing cast, and it's a fun movie. I'm doing what I can now to try and get part 2 on Blu-ray as well. There is one on Amazon UK at the moment. It's going for around 16-17 quid. I think it's a little expensive for Young Guns too, but hopefully I will pick one up sometime in the near future. So yeah, that's Young Guns, and like I said, this is an Amazon Germany again release. This is going for around 15-16 euro. Absolutely beautiful steelbook, so do check it out. And it's a great western as well. It kind of falls under the lines when it comes to, like, you know, real popular westerns, but I still do love it. Right, up next we got down to our 4K movies now. So we've got Spiral. So yes, myself and my fiance watched this the other night. It's good. It's good. It's not great. It's not mind-blowing. It's one of those things that you're kind of watching these Saw movies now, and you're kind of going, you know what, maybe it's time now to bury this franchise. There's only so many traps you can make. There's only so many ways you can kill a person. There's only so many ways you can tell this story. It's like I said, it's good. Chris Rock, I wasn't convinced by him at the start of the movie, but as the film went on, he kind of just fit into the role a bit more, and I actually grew to actually love him in this film. The only problem I had with it is when they do the mystery reveal of who Jigsaw is, you could see that coming a mile away, if I'm being totally honest. And the new Jigsaw voice as well sounds absolutely terrible. Did not like it at all. But on the plus side, the 4K transfer is absolutely gorgeous. It's a 4K DI. Got a Dolby Atmos soundtrack. Sounds great as well. No Dolby Vision, just HDR. And yeah, it's a good upgrade over the Blu-ray when it comes to picture quality. The film itself, look, it's okay. It's a good fun way to pass an hour and a half. So up next we have got Cliffhanger. Studio Canal again knocked it out of the park with this one. Picture looks absolutely extraordinary. I think it was one of them movies that was always going to look good because the whole film is just held outdoors. You know, there's not too many shots indoors, and I always notice that with 4K releases, if you can kind of get a movie where it's all held outdoors, it just always looks beautiful because of just natural light, I suppose. But great movie. Love this. One of my favourite Stallone movies. Great villain with John Lithgow in it as well. The only problem with this release was I found out that America, gosh, this is a Studio Canal release, but in America Sony released it, and on their version of it they actually got a Dolby Atmos soundtrack. This one is a DTS 5.1. Sound is still great, but when you do watch the movie it does lend very well to Atmos, and it would have been nice to get it. But yeah, still a great movie, sorry, and a massive upgrade over the Blu-ray as well. So there you go, that is Cliffhanger. So the last thing I'm just going to show folks is subscriber mail. And this is from Jason Bresh, and as you can see he drew a picture of Godzilla on the packaging, so it gives you an idea of what he sent me. I was on his live stream there a couple of weeks back, and I told him that I never seen the original Godzilla movie. Apologies again for my phone, folks. I should have knocked it off before doing this. Again, sorry. So yeah, I was talking to Jason in his live stream, and he says that I told him that I never seen the original Godzilla movie, so he kindly sent me over a DVD, and I have to admit this actually is quite nice. It's my first BFI release. I can't really talk too much about it because I just do not know much about Godzilla. I don't even know much about its lore, to be honest. But this is actually quite a nice release, Jason. Very happy with it. It's a good solid box. No wear or nothing on it, which is quite impressive. And I will open it up. He did include a letter in it, which I will read now in a second. Just 1 second. So that's the inside of it there. If you can see, yeah. And then inside you got, I think it was just this kind of like a postcard, or just maybe another, yeah, other titles from Godzilla coming up. Then you also got this booklet. You did as well with it. And it's just a write-up about the film itself. Jason reckons it's one of his favourite movies of all time, so he's set the bar very high. But when I have a chance to, I will definitely check it out. Cannot wait to actually look at it. I hear great things about it. And then he put in a letter here as well. And he said it's quite a big letter as well. So he says, "Hello Keish, as promised, here is the BFI DVD edition of Ishiro Honda's Soul's masterpiece Godzilla from 1954. I know everyone has heard me say this, but it's my favourite movie of all time, from its cinematography to its amazing cast of characters, and of course the titular monster himself. Godzilla 1954 is more than just another movie, and presents a powerful bleak tale about the terror of atomic power and the horror the people on the ground had suffered. I hope you enjoy it when you do watch it, which hopefully will be soon, Jason. It's not a fun film, but an emotionally bleak one, told with the utmost care. In my opinion, it's a landmark of Soul's cinema and still stands today as the greatest and most important movies ever made. But of course, I'll let you be the judge. Thanks for all your support. Much love and respect, Jason Bresh. Hail to the fucking kaiju." So that is great, Jason. That is actually a very thoughtful letter, and actually very beautifully written as well. And thanks. I'm going to definitely keep this letter in with that box set. So Jason, that is a very kind gesture, and thank you so much for that. So again, anyone that's not aware of Jason Brett, I've done a few shout outs to him now. I think I've done another shout out for him. He does such great reviews. He puts so much work into his channel. And yeah, you can clearly see with his videos there's a lot of care and attention put towards them. So if you can, please do go over, check out Jason Brett's channel. He's a nice guy, and that's a very nice gesture. So that is it, folks. That is everything for the week. So as per usual, if you did like this video, please do give us a thumbs up, and if you could, leave a comment down below and let me know what you thought about some of these movies that I picked up. And yeah, and I hope to see you all again real soon with my next video. So take care, folks out there. Stay safe. Bye bye.